manager and marketer, especially the management side, I deal with a lot of podcasts on a daily basis, and I take for granted that everybody's working off of spreadsheets and making lists of everything you can make a list of, because then you can search better and you can find things and you can do things. And what I'm hearing a lot lately when I talk to folks about their workflow and like just when they start to have massive catalogs of episodes, 100, 200, 300 episodes, there's a struggle with remembering, finding that kind of thing, like resources, like finding an episode, finding episodes on this thing. And so I live in spreadsheets all day long, and I used to hate them. And I still visually, there's other things I'd rather look at, I'm going to be honest with you. But the most like yay moment that I have with a lot of my clients is actually in creating an episode tracker. It's so simple. Like you're looking at one right now. Yep, you're looking at one right now. And this is for Podcast to Connect. It's the current season that just started yesterday. You can tell there's still a few things. I need to make a few shorts for that one. The trailer, I need to fill in some information there. So basically, here's the deal. I create this from the beginning. So you can see episode 0 to episode 8 at the bottom here. It's an 8-episode season, a limited run. And I fill in stuff as I'm recording, my recording date, publication date, guest, title. I mean, pretty basic information. But what happens is every time you go to work on that podcast, you pull up the tracker. If you need to, you have a notes. I don't generally have a notes section in this one because I've got I'm generally doing that in paper form. But what I do is I put all the things I will tend to forget in here. So I either have to check them, or I have to add a link. So this is my way to not forget anything that I want to do. We even added one yesterday. April and I talked about it, and I forgot to send her the links before the episode went live. So I literally added this column here, send link to April. So I do not forget that again, because your guests should have the stuff ahead of time. Anyway, so this is my way to not forget. Now, if you're already many episodes in, there's a cheat way that you can do this. I host on Buzzsprout, love them. There's a link below if you want to come over to the good side. You can actually, generally speaking, I'll go into my all-time stats. This is for an older podcast of mine that's no longer in production, but still has some pretty valuable content. You go to the stats page, generally speaking, and do you see this download button? If you click on that and you do usually the overall stats, just download all of them. What happens is they're going to give you a list. It takes a few minutes to do this, so I'm not going to show you right now. But what happens is they'll give you a list. You can open up the list, and that can be the starter. They'll give you the episode, the publication date, the title. If you put an episode number, they'll have that in there. So it can be the start of your episode tracker. And then fill in the tasks that you do with each episode. Fill in your workflow and go from there. And then every time you work on that episode, add stuff to it. Make sure that your sheet, your tracker, actually has the things that you want to do, the things you want to remember to do, the things you'll need to remember, like the title, which we can often forget when we're working with stuff, right? Or the publication date. Who is the guest? If you want to find one on a specific guest. Now, this has all the same guest, but let me go back to season 1. I had multiple guests. So if I want to find James Cridland. Oh, look, boom. I did Control F or Command F if you're on a Mac, and I found his episode already. I go to grab the YouTube channel, the YouTube video, and I'm there. I don't even have to open it to know that's the right one, but you get the idea. When you organize your episodes like this, you can find stuff so much faster, and you can make sure that everything you want to make sure to do workflow-wise gets done. Just open it every time you work on an episode. I hope this helps you organize your podcast. If you need help with any of this, you know where I am, coffeelikemedia.com. Thanks, bye.